It's no secret that Canada has a major housing crisis, and the fact that 22% of home builders are canceling projects is definitely not helping. According to the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation, CMHC, Canada needs to build 5.8 million homes by 2030 in order to achieve affordability for Canadians. In this video, we are going to take a look at housing starts, housing completions, the lack of construction employment, and how Canada appears to be fighting a housing crisis by increasing immigration. My name is Macallum, and I'm a real estate agent in the city of Toronto, and I lead a team of amazing agents who work every single day with buyers, sellers, and tenants. If you learn anything from this video, please consider hitting both the like and subscribe buttons. I would greatly appreciate it because the more you interact with my videos, the more the YouTube algorithm will push it to other people like yourself looking to learn more about the Canadian and Toronto real estate markets. And if you'd like to chat further about buying, selling, or just about the real estate market in general, you can go to the first link in the description of this video to book a meeting directly into my calendar at a time that works best for you. A new report by the Canadian Home Builders Association, CHBA, found that nearly a quarter of Canadian builders reported having to cancel projects this year due to red tape and current economic conditions. When housing developers cancel projects, we find ourselves further and further away from achieving housing affordability. Anytime developers cancel projects, it means that we're going to see major negative impacts in the future when those developments were supposed to be completed. If a 500-unit condo development is supposed to be completed in, let's say, 2027, and it doesn't start, then that is 500 housing units that we will not see in 2027. That's 500 homes that will not be sold or rented for people to live in. As you recall earlier in this video, I mentioned that CMHC states that we need to build 5.8 million homes in Canada by 2030 in order to achieve housing affordability. Let's take a look at how many total housing units we build in Canada per year since 2019. As you can see here, we complete roughly 200,000 total housing units in Canada per year. And we're picking up the pace in terms of total housing starts. However, we are not on track whatsoever to hit the 5.8 million homes to achieve affordable housing. If we continue to build roughly 200,000 homes per year in Canada, by 2033, we will have built 2 million homes, which is significantly below the amount needed. And if that's not bad enough, our construction employment numbers are dropping. According to Statistics Canada's latest labor force survey, the construction industry lost 45,000 jobs in July. In construction, employment decreased by 45,000 or decreased by 2.8% in July, following a small decline of 14,000 in June. Since January of 2023, employment in construction decreased by 71,000. Offsetting cumulative increases of 65,000 from September of 2022 to January of 2023. In July, the decline was concentrated in BC at minus 21,000, Quebec at minus 11,000, and Ontario minus 9,000. We tend to see more conversation around financing and the current rate situation impacting new construction, but we also need to consider that people build that housing. And if those people are no longer in the labor force, then the properties can't be built. I think the statements from Mark Miller about immigration and housing are very interesting because we do need to increase our population via immigration because we have an aging population. Immigration Minister Mark Miller has recently said Canada's housing crisis absolutely cannot be solved without the aid of new immigrants who bring their skills here. The federal government is making housing more affordable and bringing in the skilled workers required to build more homes. If we were continuously completing more homes due to our increased immigration and increased construction labor market, then this would be correct. However, at this point in time, our housing stock is not high enough to appropriately accommodate our increasing immigration, which in turn is increasing housing prices. Is this the case of short-term pain for long-term gain? I guess time will tell.